And now, we'd like to show you some of the new releases from Select Video. Select Video. Great entertainment for all the family. Lassie. Land developers are trying to run the Indians of Thunder Mountain off their reservation. The developers have deliberately let wild dogs loose in the woods to try and chase out all the wildlife. Even old Toothless, the mountain lion, is disturbed from his favorite hobby, sleeping. And decides it's probably going to be a bit quieter inside of his cave. As the savage dogs run through the trees, the animals of the forest take cover. But the wild dogs are not prepared for the courage of Lassie. Little Ben and Lassie are cornered by the dogs. But rescue is at hand. Ben's brother and sister, Jackie and Susan, are galloping towards the scene. But will they be in time? Bravely, Lassie takes on one of the savage brutes. Susan reaches down, grabs little Ben, and rescues him. It's just one of the thrilling scenes you can see in Lassie.
Groovy Ghouls. Groovy Ghouls is a love story. Rather an unusual love story, I grant you, but a love story nevertheless. The love a man has for his little pet dinosaur, that is. The name of the dinosaur? Yes, well, naturally, you've guessed, it's Rover. And, for example, the love that Daffy Duck has for the delectable Petunia Pig. And believe you me, as far as Daffy Duck is concerned, there are few pigs as delectable as Petunia. Sometimes, of course, the path of true love needs a little help with a spell or two from Hagatha the Witch. Hagatha's got a knack of achieving the impossible. See what I mean? Meet Hagatha and all her lovable friends in one of the funniest cartoons of the year, Groovy Ghouls.
Space Academy. The Space Academy is located deep within the solar system. Its purpose, to train young astronauts for the exploration of space. And to be able to cope with its dangers. Space Academy is a man-made planetoid, founded in the star year 3372. Here, the young astronauts are trained to cope with the mysterious, the unknown, the unpredictable dangers lurking in the vast darkness of deep space. Of entire galaxies yet to be discovered. You too can join the astronauts of Space Academy. Zorro. Don Diego, the aristocrat, leads a double life. By day, Don Diego is retiring and rather delicate, but by night he becomes the best rider and the bravest swordsman in all of Spanish California. For Don Diego is better known as Zorro. His arch-enemy is Captain Ramon of the local militia. A villain, if ever there was one. Follow the struggle between Captain Ramon and Don Diego in Zorro. The Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger and Tonto are in big trouble. Framed on a trumped-up charge, the two fearless champions of law and order are thrown into the local jail. But the crooked sheriff and his deputy have reckoned without Silver, the Lone Ranger's magnificent white horse. Desperately, the sheriff's accomplices make their getaway. But against the Lone Ranger and Tonto, they don't stand a chance. It's action all the way with the Lone Ranger. The masked lawman of the West, the Lone Ranger. Archie. Not a great deal happens in the town of Riverdale. I mean, sure, Jughead does a little fishing every now and then, but he does tell such tall stories. I guess you could say that Riverdale is a typical small town in the American Midwest. I mean, the kids dance a lot, but mostly down at Pop's chocolate shop. And so does Hot Dog, if it comes to that. This is Jughead again. And here comes Archie and Reggie in Archie's Old Banger. Oh, and these are the girls, Betty and Veronica. Meet the gang and find all the fun. It's in Archie. Arc 2. For millions of years, Earth was fertile and rich. Then pollution, war, and famine began to take their toll. Civilization began to fall apart. This is the world of the 25th century, where men have reverted to primitive tribal societies. The handful of scientists who survived have decided to attempt to rebuild the shattered world around them. They've designed a mobile laboratory, ARC-2, a storehouse of scientific knowledge for the benefit of all mankind, manned by a highly trained crew of experts. This, then, is the story of their mission, to bring the promise of a new future to what is left of mankind. The rescue mission of ARC-2. Black Star. John Blackstar, an astronaut, is swept through a black hole into an ancient alien universe. Trapped on the planet Sagar, Blackstar fights with his dragon horse Warlock against the demon Breelerand. Breelerand is controlled by the cruel Overlord. Blackstar is helped in his fight against the Overlord by the little Trobbit people. Don't miss the incredible adventures of Blackstar.